Dear learners, today, let's delve into understanding Maslow's theory of motivation. Let us explore the theory. Abraham Maslow first introduced the concept of a hierarchy of needs in his 1943 paper, titled A Theory of Human Motivation, and again in his subsequent book, Motivation and Personality. This hierarchy suggests that people are motivated to fulfill basic needs before moving on to other, more advanced needs. According to Maslow, human motivation is driven by a hierarchy of needs arranged in a pyramid, with basic physiological needs at the bottom and higher level needs at the top. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a theoretical model that describes the various motivators of human beings based on our innate needs and desires. Maslow theorized that once we satisfy one level of needs, starting with our bodily needs, like food and sleep, the next level begins to motivate us. Maslow's hierarchy of needs and its educational implications. 1. Physiological needs. At the base of Maslow's hierarchy are physiological needs, such as food, water, shelter, and sleep. These needs are fundamental for survival and serve as the foundation for higher level motivation. Schools must ensure that students' basic physiological needs are met to support their learning. This includes providing nutritious meals, access to clean drinking water, comfortable learning environments, and opportunities for rest and relaxation. 2. Safety needs. Once physiological needs are met, individuals seek safety and security. This includes physical safety, financial stability, health, and protection from harm or threat. Schools should provide a safe and secure environment for students, free from physical danger, bullying, or discrimination. Establishing clear rules, routines, and procedures can create a sense of predictability and stability, fostering a conducive learning environment. 3. Love and belongingness needs. The third level of Maslow's hierarchy involves social needs, such as love, friendship, and a sense of belonging. Individuals seek acceptance, affiliation, and meaningful connections with others. Schools play a crucial role in fostering positive social relationships among students and between students and teachers. Promoting teamwork, collaboration, empathy, and inclusivity can enhance students' sense of belonging and social connectedness. 4. Esteem needs. Esteem needs encompass both self-esteem, confidence, self-worth, and the esteem of others, recognition, respect. Individuals seek to achieve mastery, competence, and recognition for their accomplishments. Schools should provide opportunities for students to develop competence, autonomy, and a sense of achievement. Offering praise, recognition, and constructive feedback can bolster students' self-esteem and motivation to succeed. 5. Self-actualization. At the pinnacle of Maslow's hierarchy is self-actualization, representing the realization of one's full potential and pursuit of personal growth, creativity, and fulfillment. Schools should encourage students to explore their interests, passions, and talents. Providing opportunities for creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, and independent inquiry can facilitate students' self-actualization and lifelong learning. Different types of needs. Maslow's hierarchy of needs can be separated into two types of needs: deficiency needs and growth needs. 4. Deficiency needs, physiological, security, social, and esteem needs are deficiency needs, which arise due to deprivation. Satisfying these lower level needs is important to avoid unpleasant feelings or consequences. Growth needs, Maslow called the needs at the top of the pyramid growth needs. These needs don't stem from a lack of something, but rather from a desire to grow as a person. While the theory is generally portrayed as a fairly rigid hierarchy, Maslow noted that the order in which these needs are fulfilled does not always follow this standard progression. Educational implications of Maslow's theory. 1. Meeting physiological needs. Schools must ensure that students have access to nutritious meals, clean drinking water, adequate rest, and a safe learning environment. Addressing hunger, fatigue, and health issues is crucial for students to be ready and able to learn. 2. Providing safety and security. Schools should foster a sense of physical and emotional safety by implementing effective discipline policies, preventing bullying, and creating a supportive and nurturing atmosphere. Students who feel safe are more likely to engage in learning activities and explore new ideas. 3. Building positive relationships. Educators should facilitate opportunities for students to form meaningful connections with peers and teachers. Group activities, cooperative learning experiences, and team building exercises can promote social bonding and a sense of belongingness. 4. Fostering self esteem. Teachers should recognize and celebrate students' achievements, efforts, and progress. Providing constructive feedback, encouragement, and opportunities for success can boost students' self confidence and self worth. 5. Promoting self actualization. Schools should offer diverse learning experiences that encourage students to explore their interests, passions, and talents. Encouraging creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, and independent inquiry can empower students to reach their full potential and pursue their aspirations. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.